My name's Gary Holiday. I'm from Monument Valley. I was actually originally born up this canyon right here, Old Jetto Canyon, in 1968. I attended this high school right here to the left called Monument Valley High School with just a little over 300 people, Navajo students in this school. My graduating class was very small. I graduated there in 1986, and I went to college. I never completed college, but my training actually was in the criminal justice area, and I came back to work for the Navajo Tribal Police Force, and I realized that working for the police force I was going to be a very unhappy person because of what I was going to witness or what I was going to see throughout the years. And so I decided to become an artist, and about around that time I married my wife in Salt Lake City in Murray Park, and we eventually made our way down to the reservation, and we have resided in Monument Valley where me and my wife, I'm originally from here, but my wife and I've been back here for over about probably 35 years now. And so Monument Valley has been my playground since I was a child. I've wandered on top of some of these buttes and a lot of these mesas, exploring. The dynamics of the area is very contrasting. It's very unique, and Monument Valley and Mystery Valley hold the most amount of ancient Anasazi sites anywhere in the world, and because of that there are many artifacts to be found in the area. But the dynamics of the history is quite amazing. As far as ancient people, our people, Navajo people, we the Navajo people have resided in this area for thousands of years. And in relation, our connection to ancient people is actually through DNA has been found that we are directly related to the ancient people, the Anasazi people. And so our history in here goes back, as you would say, tens of thousands of years. Not so much like scientists believe 2,000 years ago when the Bering Strait existed, and they say the Apache tribes, which Navajo are part of the Apache tribes, came across the Bering Strait, but we've been here even before that. And our first connection, or basically our first introduction to European people, were the Spanish who first came after they conquered South America, Mexico. They began looking for gold and silver, slaves, and they wandered into Navajo territory in the 1500s. And so their first meeting with us was not genuinely nice. And so the first Navajo government was organized to fight a war against the Spanish. In Navajo, we call that Nat'ani Nez. That same government still exists today in our political process. But the interpretation of Nat'ani Nez is the leadership of the people. In our culture, we have a clan system. If you don't know your clan, you don't know your identity. It's very important to know who you are and what family you do come from, and what gifts and talents are given to you from ancient ancestors to this time and this place and even this modern time. And so in Navajo, she Kachini Eslashin Bashashin I am born for the red running into the water people. Paternally, I come from the Salt people. My grandfather on my mother's side are the Tower House people. my grandfather on my father's side are the Bitter Water people. So you have mainly 4 main clans passing down matriarchally through the moms and the Navajo Nation and the Navajo people do live what we would say a matriarchal society. The woman inherits the land, the wealth of the family. She inherits all the posterity, the children. And therefore, if she wishes even to divorce her husband, she can just put his shoe outside the traditional home, the hogan, and the man's supposed to walk away with just his shoe and his clothes on his back. And so our society is ancient. And talking about matriarchal, the earth is our mother of creation. And the way we say earth, our mother earth, is we say Na'asa. Copper Canyon is an extension a few miles west of Monument Valley, and I herded sheep as a child in Copper Canyon. In Navajo, we say Besha Ged is Copper Canyon, where copper was taken out of the earth, and there's an old mine there. But Copper Canyon has a wealth of knowledge, I think. And that's where I, as a child, got to climb rocks, herd sheep, herd horses, herd cattle. And so I would wander in the Copper Canyon, and I would even find ancient Anasazi relics. And so when the storms come in, it shifts the sand of this ancient area, and then it reveals parts of this ancient city and artifacts and relics that people used in ancient times. One of the really cool artifacts I found were these Anasazi people had taken these shark teeth fossils, and they drill holes in the side of these shark teeth, and they wore the shark teeth as necklaces. And so that's one of the relics I found in Copper Canyon. But it's one of the most, I think personally, is one of the most beautiful places and sacred places on this earth. And so in the rocks, we call Monument Valley Sebinzizque in the Navajo term, where there are spaces upon the rock where the rock shines light and beauty, and that's the interpretation. Or the spaces we see in the sky that are beautiful between the rocks and the rocks that shine. And part of our culture is that we believe in a supreme being. We believe in a creator that created the universe, that created the galaxy, and created the earth and all the planets that reside within our solar system. And we are to live what we call the beauty way, which is to take all positive things within this world and to be able to incorporate a genuine balance that helps us to be able to be stable in our mind, our body, and our spirit. And so that balance is to perceive things all in a positive light, to see the happiness of the earth, to see the abundance of the grass, the trees, and also the resonation of the beauty of the land and what it provides for us, and to be able to respect that harmony and that balance and how our ecosystem and our spirituality works on this earth.